After my graduation, I discreetly placed my grandparents' $3 million estate into a trust, just in case. Last week, my parents and my sister turned up, grinning. We got the house transferred into my name. You're gone by Friday. I simply smiled and replied, you actually think I'd let that happen? 2 days later, they came back with movers and froze when they saw who was standing on the porch holding the folder. Alright, gather round, because what I'm about to tell you, it still sends shivers down my spine. Can you even imagine your own parents, the people who gave you life, showing up at your door, smug grins on their faces, ready to kick you out of the only home you've ever truly known? Because that's exactly what happened to me, Olivia, and it was a betrayal so deep, so shocking, it made me question everything I thought I knew about family. I was 27, fresh out of law school, and already caught in a battle for my grandparents' legacy. You see, the moment I got my degree, the very first thing I did was move my grandparents' entire $3 million estate into a trust. Why? Because I had a gut feeling, a chilling premonition, that my parents and sister would eventually come circling like vultures. And last week, they proved me right. They waltzed up my front path, practically beaming, a folder clutched in my dad's hand. We've got the house signed into Dad's name, they crowed. You're out by Friday. I just stood there, a strange, quiet smile spreading across my face, and simply asked, you really think I would let that happen? The absolute disbelief on their faces when they returned with movers, only to see who was waiting on the porch, priceless. Trust me, you need to hear how this family drama unfolded. To truly understand why I took such drastic, almost unbelievable measures, you need to know our history. My grandparents, Harold and Martha Morgan, raised me from the time I was 5. My biological parents, Richard and Elaine, pretty much abandoned me, chasing after careers in another state. What they were really chasing was a life free from responsibility, bouncing between one absurd get-rich-quick scheme and the next, each one failing spectacularly. My childhood home wasn't just a house. It was a beautiful Victorian in a historic Boston neighborhood, part of a $3 million estate that had been in my grandfather's family for generations. But to me, that house was home. It was where I learned what real family meant. Every morning, Grandma Martha would wake me with the smell of fresh-baked muffins, calling me her little lawyer, long before I ever dreamed of law school. Grandpa Harold taught me to fish, his patience endless even as I tangled my line again and again. In the evenings, we'd sit in the library, each with a book, sharing passages, those quiet moments of connection meaning everything. My grandparents taught me everything: honesty, hard work, responsibility. Grandpa always said, your word is your bond, Olivia. Break it, and you lose something you can never buy back. Grandma always added, a woman must be able to stand on her own 2 feet, especially when. Full story on the channel. Link below. Click now and watch what happened next.